So right now I have 5 accounts going. They're all warmed up. I did it like super slowly with the books. I waited for the deposit to hit. I was like, super cautious with that.
If you're running the agency, get the mini PCs and send it out to your clients and use their internet. You cut out the cost of the IP, you cut out the cost of the phone number, you cut out the cost of, they probably already have an Amazon Prime account anyways. You might run the risk of linking all the accounts together, not by the IP, but by the similarity of everything else, right? The devices should be different. You should have diversity from account to accounts. Jake, how you doing, bro?
Sammy, how you doing, brother?
Good, good. Jake, give us an update. What's happening with you, yeah?
So last time we spoke, we were just talking about the laptops and the AnyDesk stuff. So I never did the method that you do where it's like a status change. I never really did that. I just had a couple people that I was running this on. So right now, I have 5 accounts going. They're all warmed up. I did it like super slowly with the books. I waited for the deposit to hit. I was like, super cautious with that because, as you know, I had $1,000 locked
Mm-hmm.
due to a previous incident. So those are all going good. I'm almost at 10K listings on all of them. I'm super strict on like listing around 150 a day on each of those accounts.
Mm-hmm.
But my main, I guess, question now is I'm kind of interested in like the agency model, but on a larger scale. So I looked into the mini PC and the static IP method with an internet service provider like Comcast, for example. And I have a buddy that owns like a server farm, and he could basically throw all my mini PCs in there. We could, hook it up to the static IPs, whatever. But my question is, right, let's say you get a block of static IPs from Comcast, for instance. Like, how scalable is that really? I mean, can I have like 30, 40 mini
Yes.
PCs? Yeah.
So, first of all, right, I think the question is flawed, right? If you're gonna run the agency model, right, the first question is why are you doing the agency model, right? And the answer should be that you're looking for diversity and stability.
Hmm.
Right, and scalability. For all three conditions to be met, it's not the path getting like static IPs and your own computers because if you're running the agency, get the mini PCs and send it out to your clients and use their internet.
Is that what you recommend doing then? Yeah, just send it to
One
them.
million percent.
Okay.
Right? You cut out the cost of the IP, you cut out the cost of the phone number, you cut out the cost of they probably already have an Amazon Prime account anyways.
Hmm.
Right? You cut out all expenses, right? And except for that mini PCs, or even what I do is I don't even, the only time I send out a mini PC is if the client tells me that, hey, I don't have a computer. And if their computer is so trash, then at that moment I'll go ahead and send them a mini PC and then I'll have like I have somebody go help them set it up for them if they don't have the tech skills to be able to do it.
Okay.
Or what I do is, sorry, actually, what I do is I get the mini PCs, I set it up at my house, like the configurations, and I download AnyDesk. I download all of the softwares that I need, and I put Ecom Sniper in it, make the Chrome profiles, and then I just go ahead and
Okay.
tell them to set it up in their house and then just connect their internet in it. And then when they turn on the computer, I'm able to remote into it right away.
Gotcha. So I was wondering, like, when you said you set it up in your house, right? Do you load a static IP onto each of those mini
No,
PCs?
no, I
Just
just
wait
set
for
it
it to
up
get
so where
together,
I
right?
put like AnyDesk on it.
Okay.
Right, I download AnyDesk and then I set up the computer like if it's on, right, never turn off. So that way that the client, all they actually do is they put it into the power plug and they take the Ethernet cable and connect it inside the mini PC and then they
Hmm.
turn it on and I can access their internet and then that's it, it's ready.
Very cool. Okay.
Like
Yeah, that makes sense. Because I was just curious. Like, I wanted the main reason that I didn't want to like send it out to them is just for more control on my part. Like, people can be unreliable. So I was just kind of trying to like mitigate that, I guess you could say,
if
in the
it's like a
safest
little box
possible.
in the corner of the room, like it doesn't really
Yeah.
take much from them.
Yeah, I mean, you'd be surprised with some people, honestly, but like,
No, I know like there's good and bad clients. Like the real risk of the agency model is if people are gonna pay you.
yeah. So that's another one of my questions. How exactly do you keep like track of profit. And I know when we spoke, you said you build them on Stripe to their credit card, but how
Yes.
exactly are you like keeping track of that is my question.
Spreadsheets, just
So
like
do
how we
you?
do for our own accounts, right?
Mhm.
You'll have like a Google Doc or something, and then you just write down all of the orders, and then whatever the gross profit is at the end of 2 weeks,
Split it, right?
we'll build them for that.
Okay, and do you set the payouts on eBay to every 2 weeks so that when they get
No,
paid out, no, not
no.
even?
Like even if their money is on hold, I tell them that you're gonna have to pay for it. It's coming
Gotcha. I
to
mean,
you.
have you ever had a situation where you like don't get paid and the client's just kind of like an asshole about it? Because I was just wondering.
Yeah, not that they're an asshole. Like people have different reasons why they don't pay. The way that I look at it is ultimately in the end of the day, if somebody is not paying for like an extended period of time, then we'll just shut them down and then we'll just get another client.
Yeah, that
Right.
makes sense.
So filtering for good clients is like is important, but I think just establishing like the 2 weeks payment and then you just like people one thing I'll tell you is people from my experience, even if they're like first of all, I only do friends and family, right?
Hmm.
I don't go beyond that for my agency. Like I don't take clients from online or anything like that. Right. So with friends and family, like even then I have payment issues, and then now we have like a billing team, right, that just like messages them, follows up with them, or bugs them until they pay their fees
Okay.
every 2 weeks. Like people are gonna be behind, and then so that billing team just kind of like handle. So I don't get involved in that anymore.
Makes sense. So the reason for my first question about having the mini PCs like all set up in one location was kind of because I want to do this beyond like friends and family. Let's say I have a friend that that I run this with, and then he has a friend that he wants to do it with. So somebody that I don't directly know, so I don't really trust putting like a mini PC in their house or
Well, the
whatever.
point that you're doing from a friend and a friend is you're leveraging that friend's trust, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
But
If
yeah,
if it
you
was
just
like
never
a
know.
criminal that's known for scamming, I would have never take him into the agency.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So
I
you,
agree.
even when picking clients, like we invest in the client, we do the work, we invest, we put in our time and everything. So like
Mhm.
picking good clients is part of the job.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, is there a method, right, where you could run a bunch of PCs from the same location with these like static IPs and whatever for like a bunch of different people, or is that like not
You,
tested, I guess?
you can like there's people that like we have like I've seen it before.
Hmm.
Right? You can get a like 40 static IPs and then set up 40 mini PCs, but then what ends up happening is, right, you might run the risk of linking all the accounts together, not
Yeah.
by the IP, but by the similarity of everything else, right? The devices should be different. You should have diversity from account to accounts, right? The beautiful thing about the agency model and using the client's information and their internets and phone numbers is everything is somewhat different. So you have true diversity. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, I was just weighing out the benefits of like both situations, I guess, you know?
If you're gonna go ahead and set up like the static IPs with your own computers, then I wouldn't do the agency. I would just use static exchange and then like just make my own accounts.
Okay.
Right. If I'm gonna go that far, then I would remove the variability from the client to begin with.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Okay. That makes sense to me.
Yeah, you betcha. So,
Cool.
Jake, let me know if you have any other questions, yeah?
No, man, I think I'm all good, brother. Thank you.
Sounds good.